This is Sweet June. How's everybody doing this evening? I'm hanging in there. Um, I would like to talk about um, when I was down in LA. I had the opportunity to go to Sweetie Pies in Inglewood. If you guys are familiar with the show Sweetie Pies, it's a soul food restaurant ran by Robbie Montgomery. She was originally Tina Turner's one of Tina Turner's backup singers. That's where she started, and she started this uh, soul food, restaurant empires. They're kind of in the process of starting that. Her and her son Tim, and I love that show. I mean, I watch it on every season that comes on. I'm watching it. I love the show. I love Miss Robbie. I think she's um, inspiring. I think she's beautiful. I think she's inspiring and um, very talented. So I enjoy watching the show. And I had the opportunity to now we went to the Sweetie Pies in Inglewood. They have one in Inglewood. They also have one in Soho in Los Angeles as well. But we went to the one in Inglewood. And I had the opportunity when we walked in, we had the opportunity to meet Danielle from the show. If you watch the show, she's the little young lady with the long, beautiful hair, light skin. She's I think she does something with the. She works a lot with the. She's this online marketing person. So as we walked in, she was standing right there with her phone, taking pictures and stuff like that. So she was really nice and everything, and I had the opportunity to take a picture of with her, and that picture is going to be on my thumbnail. And we went in. When we went in, it's a nice restaurant. It's like on a corner. The restaurant is on a corner. It's in a brick building on a corner. And originally, we kind of had to park in another parking lot and walk across the street to get to Sweetie Pies. I mean, Los Angeles is a really busy city. Um, um, there was really no parking nearby. There was really no parking nearby that we could um, go to. We could park actually closer to the building. So we parked in another parking lot, and we kind of had to walk across the street and walk a little ways to get to the restaurant. So I would say that parking was kind of an issue. Um, But once we got in there, she greeted us. She was very nice and everything, and started talking to us, and everything was very friendly. Um, um, and I took a picture with her. She's a very, very pretty young lady, very beautiful. Um, and we went to the line. It's kind of like you get a tray, and you get in line, you get your silverware and all that stuff, and you get in line, and they have um, some choices. They had chicken, they had fish, they had baked chicken. I think they had baked chicken. They have a few choices there. I think they had some fish. Well, I think they had baked fish, and I think they had fried fish. And so it's like if you order the chicken dinner, you get your choice of two sides. I got the fish, and I wanted to also try their chicken, so I ordered the fish dinner, and I wanted a piece of chicken on the side. So I got a big chicken wing on the side, and I got the opportunity to get two sides with that. And I got some greens, and I got some macaroni and cheese. Um, my friend, he got some um, greens. I think he got some chicken. And then we went to the line and everything, and the people that were serving, they were very, very friendly. I really, really appreciated that they were very friendly. And we went down the line. They asked me what I wanted and everything. Was very friendly, very patient, because sometimes I have a little bit of a hard time making up my mind. But they were very friendly, very patient. And then I got to the end of the line um, to ring up my stuff. They asked me what I would like to drink. Um, I got I got the fish. They gave me two or three big pieces of fish, and I got a piece of chicken on the side, and I got a side of greens and a side of mac and cheese. And they also gave me a little salad to go with it. So I had plenty to eat. I mean, um, I had to have a box. It was quite a bit. Um, I winded up paying $23 altogether. So I thought that was a little pricey. It was a little pricey. Um, you know, $23. It was a little pricey. Um, I don't know if it's because of the brand, because it's so expensive, or I don't know. But I thought that was a little pricey. But I did get an extra piece of chicken. But they gave me quite a bit, you know. Um, and then the one of the young ladies said, "Stop right there." She said, "Stop right there, don't move." And so she came around and she grabbed my tray and she took it to a table. They set us at a very good table. Like as you enter the restaurant, there's quite a few chairs, and then there's a little spot by the window. It's a little corner seat by the window that they set me and my friend. And I thought it was I'm a person. I'm all about getting a good table in a restaurant. I don't know if it's me. I don't be trying to be a diva or anything, but I don't know about you guys. I like to get a good table when I go to a restaurant. And I've been known to ask the hostess, um, if I don't like the table that they're sitting me at. I've been known to ask the hostess, can I, I'll look around and survey the place and say, well, can I get that over there? I don't like to be too close to the kitchen. I don't like to be sitting. I don't like to sit in the middle of the restaurant because then I feel like I'm the center of attention. And so the place, I mean, call me weird, but I like to get a good seat in a restaurant. Um, but the place where they set us, it was nice, and it was like a table. It was kind of like off to itself. It's nice and quaint. It was by some windows, and I thought it was a great seat. I thought it was a great seat. So they set us there. We sat at a great seat. It was a little private, a little quaint. I like that. Um, I think that they could use some ceiling fans in the building. It was a little hot in there. It was a hot day out. Sun was shining, and the sun was kind of coming through the window, and everything. So I think they probably could have used some more air conditioner ceiling fans in the building. But it was a relatively nice building. It was a nice building. It had like I think they had a stairway, and then there was seating upstairs as well. And I thought it was set up real nice. It's a nice building. It's on a corner lot, and it's in Englewood. And um, me and my friend, I was eating, we was eating, and we was kind of, he's kind of critical anyway. He's very critical and everything. He's a tough critic. And so we were kind of thinking, and we're marinating on the way home. We were kind of marinating. Um, we wish we had the opportunity to. Now that was the sweetie pies in Inglewood, but we were wondering how the sweetie pies in St. Louis, because that was initially the one that I wanted to go to. Initially, I wanted to go to the one in St. Louis because St. Louis is the original sweetie pies is where it started. And so that's the original restaurant in St. Louis is the one that I initially wanted to go to because that's the original. That's where it started. And so when they started the ones in California, it's kind of like an extension of those. It's like a franchise. And I know Miss Robbie was saying on her show that she was really adamant about um, making sure that her same recipes and making sure the same method of the way that they prepared the food in St. Louis gets carried over down there in each store that they open. And I know she thought on the show that, Tim was getting a little carried away with opening a lot of these stores, and there was some conflict about that. Well, I'm not going to get into all that. But, if you watch the show on a regular basis, you know what I'm talking about. But she was very, very adamant about making sure that her original, how her food tastes at her St. Louis restaurant, and the original recipes and the original um, everything that goes into the food there, that same, she want that same consistency in every restaurant. And so me and my friend, we was kind of like marinating on that, and we was saying that it would be nice to be able to taste go to the original restaurant and taste that, and then see how that tastes, and kind of compare to see if it tastes the same as the one in Inglewood. Because she got some of the staff coming from St. Louis to help them get started, but then she's got a lot of people from California down there, of course, working in the restaurant. So overall, I thought it was good. The fish could have been a little bit more seasoned. It could have been a little bit more seasoning on the fish. It was delicious. Could have been a little bit more seasoned. The greens were delicious, except they were a little bit. They were collards. I think they could have been cut up a little bit more. Maybe they could have been cut a little bit finer. Um, the macaroni and cheese was delicious, but it was a little bit on the greasy side. We thought that it was a little bit on the greasy side. So I don't know. It was a little weird. I don't know if they knew how much butter they used or whatever the situation it was, but we thought it was a little bit on the greasy side. But other than that, it was delicious. It was delicious. Overall the food was delicious. I didn't get the opportunity to taste they did have some peach cobbler, but I didn't get any dessert. So I didn't have the opportunity to taste um, the dessert that they had. I looked at it and it looked good and everything, but I didn't get an opportunity to taste it. So I can't tell you about how the peach cobbler was. I had their sweet tea, and the sweet tea was good. Um, Overall, I think it was pretty good. I just wish like I said, initially wanted to go to the one in St. Louis, because the one in St. Louis is like the original one. Because now I'm kind of wondering how, if the food in Inglewood tastes the same as the food in St. Louis. So that's what we were kind of marinating, kind of wondering on. So, but we had the opportunity to meet Danielle. She was very nice, and she took a picture with me, and um, she's like she does his online marketing type stuff. Um, and the staff there, I thought overall the staff there was very, very nice. She walked around and she talked to the different people, which I think that's good. I think that's good that she does that. She was the only one cast member from the show that I've seen on there at that particular location, at that particular time. So, but the staff seemed very friendly to me. I had no problem with the staff. They seemed very friendly. They came and checked on us and asked how we were doing, and so I give them an A+ on that. Service was very, very good. But like I said, the only thing was that the parking is not too good. The parking could stand to be a little bit better. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have been to Sweetie Pies, if you've been to the one in Inglewood, have you been to the one in Soho, in LA, or if you've been to any of them in St. Louis. Let me know what you think. But I thought I'd give a little bit of reviews because I had the opportunity to go and I had the opportunity to meet Miss Danielle. So I thought I'd give a little bit of review. Stay tuned for some more interesting video topics. This is Sweet Jim.